little bit about your strengths, because what I've had a number of conversations with people, and it seems like in this times of extreme trauma for some, this time of uncertainty, it seems like these strengths are being amplified, and it's on the one hand, it's my heart breaks for the situation that we are in, but on the other hand, for someone like me, it's fascinating to see our strengths show up. So your top 5 strengths is input, learner, achiever, self-assurance, and relator. Tell us, in the last 2 weeks, how did they show up? And you can start with any of the strengths. It's your choice.
Okay.
Lead the way.
So, Magriet, I think we've had a lot of conversations, and you've helped me to delve into my strengths and understand them even more. And then the one that has been my challenge, and everybody watching today, my challenge is my relator. I always feel that my relator stands in the way of my achiever and my self-assurance. It makes me slow. But during this pandemic, this has been my saving grace. This has been the one that I've really tapped into, embraced, accepted. It's helped me to have that connection with people that I think that I've been speaking about, that's so important. And the one the two actually that I always quite go default mode into is achiever and self-assurance, which they've supported this decision-making, problem-solving, what's the next step. But definitely my relator has been like, boom. It's spiked immensely. And then my input as well, I think where I've seen it looking a bit different than usual is I would read a lot and do research a lot on facts and like what happened in the past with pandemics and all that. But recently, or the last 2 weeks, I found that my input has almost complemented the decision making, the way forward. So we usually plan weeks ahead at church. What themes do we look at to serve our people? What messages? And my input has really helped me to say, listen, we can't just go after Easter into a sermon series about, let's say, forgiveness. We're not there. We're in a space of anxiety and fear. And so my input, reading articles, psychological articles, reading other churches' blogs, reading what's going on in the world has really helped us shape that formational path for the future as well. So that's where I've sensed that. And then the learner, obviously, always wanting to learn something new, wanting the experience of learning. And so on the one side, I'm a bit anxious about what's happening in the world. On the other side, I'm so excited because everything is changing and nobody knows what the future is going to look like. And I find that it's a very exciting time in space and history. So it's an interesting journey to discovering these strengths play out. And I think what this conversation helps me to do, and when you touch base with me, is it allows me to reflect, because otherwise I would just go through these motions. I wouldn't even realize these strengths being playing out. And as I'm speaking, I'm realizing, oh wow, that's there, that's there, that's there. So time of reflection in this time, I think, is very important.
Wow.